A big star is making it known that they want in the Judgment Day. So we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out what's new for Rhea Ripley, CJ Perry, and more, starting things off with a big name that just hit free agency. And that's CJ Perry, who was once known as Lana in the WWE. CJ recently joined AEW, where it appeared like she might have long-term aspirations. However, at a recent red carpet event, CJ Perry declared she was a free agent and that her contract with AEW was complete. She even mentioned WWE, praising them as one of the best teams ever. Because CJ is a free agent and frequently appears at red carpet events with her WWE buddies, fans are eager to learn whether or not she plans to return to the company. Booker T was one person who was quite outspoken about her return to WWE. That might be something to reignite Bobby right back into the fold of things that's going on with WWE. Hurt Business doesn't seem to be working out the way I'm sure they would have liked it for it to work out. But Lana coming back, man, that would be a huge, huge get, he said in reference to the Lana character returning to WWE television. Final quotation. Many fans aren't sure if Booker T was speaking of Bobby's current faction with the Pride or the original Hurt Business, which was very successful and even helped Bobby Lashley win the WWE title. As a result, many fans have mixed feelings about what Booker T said. Conversely, the Pride have been having some difficulties lately and still require that pivotal moment to put them on top. However, Booker T would like a reunion between Bobby Lashley and Lana to carry on that plot. That might be a bold move on Booker's part, given that not everyone was fond of the Bobby Lashley and Lana drama. But if they bring Lana into the fold and it causes friction within the Pride, perhaps it would be a fun diversion for Lashley to get distracted with a former friend. And there are still more opportunities for CJ Perry to make a comeback to the WWE. Let's take a little look back at the final Raw of 2019. On this episode of Raw, Liv Morgan shockingly reappeared to Lana's wedding to declare her love for her and spoil the entire evening for her. Although it was a huge surprise and story point at the time, that perspective saw very little action following the big moment and never really saw any significant developments. But why not leverage that aspect to create fresh tension for Liv Morgan in the present, given that it was established years ago that Liv and Lana were that close at one point in time? Liv is currently utterly enamored with Dominik Mysterio and is devoting all of her attention to winning him over. What would happen if Lana made her major WWE comeback in a manner similar to Liv Morgan's during that 2019 wedding segment? What would happen if Lana reappears and begins attempting to seduce Liv Morgan once more, destroying all Liv has going for her? Ideal retaliation for events that occurred in 2019, giving Liv Morgan two romantic partners on WWE television may lead to some exciting circumstances, but it could also get nasty. Additionally, it will be a means for them to atone for not actually completing the 2019 to 2020 Liv and Lana plot. There appear to be countless opportunities and tales for CJ Perry to participate in should she decide to rejoin the WWE in the future. Rhea Ripley's status was recently updated according to a fresh report. Rhea has returned to WWE television during the past few weeks, but according to rumors, she is still not officially cleared to compete or engage in any physical action. If these rumors are accurate, that would explain why Rhea and Liv were kept apart and why Rhea did not engage in any physical activity during her brief return. Her initial weeks back were spent pursuing Liv Morgan through the throng on several occasions, primarily because she hasn't entirely cleared out yet. However, SummerSlam on August 3rd will feature Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, as WWE has already stated. There is a high belief that Rhea will be cleared in time for SummerSlam, which is why this fight was confirmed despite reports that she was cleared early. Thus, the speculation that Rhea won't be approved could have an impact on the preparation for Rhea versus Liv during the following 2 weeks. It's likely that Rhea and Liv will play a lot of mind games with each other, especially when they use Dominik to tease each other. However, it's possible that they won't interact physically until the final few days leading up to SummerSlam or the actual SummerSlam. However, Given that WWE went ahead and announced the match weeks in advance, Raw ought to be prepared for SummerSlam. Additionally, there are a ton of ways to move the plot forward between Rhea and Liv, even if nothing happens between them physically over the next few weeks. Take a peek at what they've accomplished in the previous 3 months. Because of all that was going on between Liv and Dominik, the story of Rhea and Liv continued to progress even throughout Rhea's injury. Therefore, it should be enough to intensify their SummerSlam match if they continue their antics with Liv and Dominik, while Rhea is present to witness them in person. Not to mention the other members of the Judgment. We've been talking about how, in a pinch, the other participants in the Judgment, excluding Damian Priest, might be siding with Liv and against Rhea. There is still a lot to be cautious about with that story. Regarding the Judgment Day, a well-known professional wrestler named Matt Hardy expressed interest in the organization. In a recent episode of his podcast, Matt stated, quote, "Never say never. Who knows?" In actuality, Matt Hardy's broken persona is changing. It's changing a little bit because some people have noted that I kind of switch between the voice of Broken Matt and the more real Matt Hardy. It is undoubtedly changing. I believe this progression is warranted at this point. Well, who knows? They have a great gig going on the Judgment Day. So yeah, that would be entertaining. Final quotation, Matt Hardy has considered joining other WWE factions in addition to Judgment Day. Matt Hardy was also quite outspoken about his desire to join the Wyatt Six. Given his character and their lengthy friendship dating back to their time when they were tagging each other, he believed he would be a perfect fit for the group. A few weeks ago, Matt also made a widely shared comment in which he expressed his intuition that the Hardys will end up in the WWE for the last time and then immediately be inducted into the Hall of Fame. The fans would undoubtedly love to see the Hardys make another incredible comeback and run in the WWE, but things did not work out following their incredible return in 2017. The Hardys are now employed by TNA, which maintains the possibility of a WWE appearance because TNA and WWE continue to collaborate. Thus, the Hardys appearing on WWE television is theoretically very likely. All that has to be seen is if they actually do it. However, what do you think of the stories from today? Please feel free to comment below, subscribe with all alerts enabled, and hit like if you found the contents interesting. I appreciate you all watching, folks.